So when we moved into our house here in 2016, I started a project of building a shave horse for doing work just like this. And it's now 2024, and this is the progress that I've made on the shave horse. I got the seat, I got the legs ready to be turned down, but I'm going to use a spoke shave, draw knife, and a plane to turn them into an octagon shape, similar to that. I'm use my Stanley number 4 to take some of this off. And I broke the handle, so alright, so that's the first one. Then on one of the ends, I'll just take it down. Similar to this. This is what my daughter did today. She's 9 years old. And I gave her the draw knife and the spoke shave and said I want it to be round on this end and tapered from here. I made some marks down. And she did pretty good. So mine won't be that drastic. It'll be a little cleaner, but not too bad for a 9-year-old first time. So it's the next morning. We got to clean up all the wood shavings off the ground. I'm going to use those to put in the fireplace so that I can get a fire going. It's a very cold morning here in the wood shop, and best thing you can have in the morning is hot coffee and a nice fire. So we got to get that going. Hey, rascal boy. Yeah, bud. Okay. I got the kettle. All right. Now that the water's going, let's get our coffee made. I like to do a half calf pot of coffee in the morning. So I start off with 4 scoops of decaf and 4 scoops of caffeinated. And then I put a little bit of salt to help with the bitterness of the coffee. Then we wait for the hot water to be ready. Dump it in. Water's hot. Close that up. Now the best part, pouring it in. Actually, the best part's drinking it. All right, so last night we were working on legs for the sawhorse, and I broke one because it has a lot of bug damage. I was hoping it would work. It's not going to work. So I went and rummaged around in the back of the shop, and I'm pretty sure this is white oak. Pretty sure. So I might cut this and see if I can get a leg out of this or two. All right, let's see how easy it is to cut this oak. So yes, technically I'm supposed to be using all hand tools for this project, but I did use the table saw for a couple cuts. Look at that. I think I'll use that. I'll have two white legs and two kind of red, dark red legs. I think that would be pretty cool. So I use the table saw again to rip the legs to 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square. Now to press the coffee in, pour, and enjoy. In the mornings when I'm home, my wife and I get to relax, drink a cup of coffee, hang out, talk about our plans for the day, what needs to happen, what I want to do, what she wants to do, and generally I get to do what she wants to do. What's that all about? Here we go. Here's my day changed. No. All my plans. It's funny because they can only hear me on the microphone. I've been asking you to clamp and glue this for a long time. People ages. Sitting in it and almost falling down. There's and my day shot. In here, then we'll see it. There's my day done. It's not even going to take you very long. You just need to squeeze some glue in these cracks. Said every wife ever. Squeeze some glue in these cracks and clamp it together. That's it, huh? Yeah, and let it dry for however many hours glue dries for. Okay, we'll see if that's all it takes. So back to our regular scheduled programming. Alice woke up and came outside to see what I was doing, so she decided to help. So I'm teaching her a little bit about a bit and brace and how it works and the different angles that I need to try and get, which subsequently was wrong in the end, but we got it done. What I figured out is my angle is too steep. Not only are they supposed to be angled that way, but they're also supposed to be angled like that. So back to the drawing board. I'm gonna practice on this one, get my angles right on this board, and then I'll cut a new board and hopefully get it right. So here's the new design since I messed up on the angle of the legs on the first seat. So my legs aren't exactly perfect, but you know, I'm still learning. So I'm measuring the legs to cut them at the proper height and the proper angle, and then get them set into the board and cut off the excess. So I could just use a drill and just blast through this, and it would probably be straighter, cleaner, nicer, but I like having the ability to utilize the old skills and the old tools to get things done. And there's something satisfying about boring a straight hole with a brace and bit with just your willpower and hand power. So one of the ways that I have learned to do that is to go halfway down on one side and then halfway down on the other side. It also helps me prevent tear out, and hopefully meeting in the middle gets me a straighter hole. Don't put your hand there, sweetie. So right here I'm showing you how to round over a square corner with just a handsaw and a chisel and a mallet. You start off by making some relief cuts, and then you can kind of see that it's rounded off there, and then I just take my chisel and I bevel down. I follow the line that I made, and then once I get one pass done, I can utilize that as a scribe for the other side, and then I can just clean up the edges, and it's all done for a better video on how to do this properly, you got to look up Paul Sellers on YouTube. All right, we got the shave horse all done. I made the arms off camera. The idea is you can kind of see down here, we got foot pedals. Put your feet up there, and then as you push down, it comes down. This bar locks the piece of wood you want to work on in place, and then you can take your spoke shave and carve out the shape that you need. And you're sitting down comfortably. Your arms are ergonomic, and everything's kind of working as it should, as opposed to standing up and reaching over the whole time, causing strain on your back. So this is going to be a game changer for me. This is going to be nice.